Guys, what is up? Today I'm bringing you another Wi-Fi battle. This one was against Patrick, aka Padzter, from the Litheo League. And yeah, so I was gonna upload the second battle against Chance, but unfortunately when I went to upload it, there was some problem with the root file, and so I was like, oh, okay, let me just re-download it, and well, I forgot I deleted it, so I have to re-record that. That will be up tomorrow. But looking at his team, he has a lot of things weak to fairy. A lot of things weak to fairy. In fact, 4 out of the 6 are weak to fairy. So why did I start with Tyranitar and Garchomp? So that was my first mistake. Garchomp was actually not too bad of an idea to start out with. I mean, he does have the Dragonite, he does have the Crawdaunt, but I really should have let off with Aromatisse. Now, the other thing that you're probably noticing is, why did I bring in Slowking? I brought in Slowking to handle the Aqua Jet or Waterfall that I thought was coming from the Crawdaunt, but what I didn't really think about when I did that, was the knockoff or the Night Slash or whatever else he's going to be using against me. I'm sure Aromatisse could have handled it a little, not as well, but fairly well. So that was another mistake I brought in. I could have even brought in Mawile to begin with. But yeah, so I bring in Mawile finally, hoping he'd go for the Dragon Claw on my Garchomp, but he actually goes for the opposite. He Aqua Jets my Mawile, thinking it was going to be the Garchomp and whatever. But seeing how these guys are much faster than me at this point, I do go for the Trick Room, not dealing any damage because really, what am I going to do to a Dragonite and Crawdaunt with a Slowking? I mean, really. So he switches out his Dragonite. I actually went for the Scald to kill him because at that HP range, Scald would have killed him. And I go for the Play Rough on the Crawdaunt. Now remember, I'm the second fastest thing on the field, so Sans Focus Sash, which doesn't matter at this point because of the sand, that Crawdaunt was going down. Unfortunately, I miss, and my Slowking goes down as a repercussion. You know, hacks is hacks, that's what the game is. I really do think that if I did get that KO at that turn, the match might have gone differently, but it didn't go differently. This is what happened, so hey. I made a bad mistake just with my leads to begin with. So, again, I bring out Tyranitar, but this time it's because that Mandibuzz was going to go down to an Ice Beam, and I'm really banking on Play Rough actually hitting this turn. So it does hit. He goes for the Aqua Jet, but hey, you know what? It's not going to actually kill me at this point. I'm a decently bulky guy. So I go for that Ice Beam, and Mandibuzz doesn't die! I know they're specially bulky, but still. But Burn and Sand should take him out. Oh wait, Overcoat. Oh man, I did not take this thing as seriously as I should have. So in comes the Charizard. I know Flamethrower is going to be coming my way, but I don't really feel like switching in because I don't really have much that wants to take a Sun Flamethrower. So I actually just stay in and go for the attack, hoping that Play Rough would take it out. It misses again. Granted, I don't think it would have taken it out. Probably would have done a lot of damage. I'm not burned, I'm not intimidated, so it would have done a lot of damage, but unfortunately I miss. It goes for the Flamethrower, and that's going to be enough to take me out. So it kind of wasted Mawile there, but I didn't really have anything that I wanted to switch in safely against that. I finally bring Aromatisse, the thing that I probably should have brought out in the beginning turns, and he brings out his Dragonite, so I think this is a fairly good matchup for me. I Moonblast the Dragonite, knowing that that will die, and he does, thankfully. And I go for the Dark Pulse on the Charizard. Kind of thought it would do a lot more damage. It doesn't, and fortunately I get the flinch. Unfortunate for him. Whatever. So this Noivern comes out, and I'm like, I'm not scared of this thing at all. What is this thing gonna do to me? But it goes for the Flamethrower, and that does a lot of damage. and I remember, okay, we're in Sun, and I kind of figured, you know what, it must be Choice Specs, because that did a lot of damage. It's unstab, so, I mean, it has to be Choice Specs. I used the Moonblast, and oh man, I may get the special attack drop, but I needed that kill. That kill was way more important. The special attack drop actually really does help me in the end, because I am able to survive the next attack he sends at me. But unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that. But I decided to sack my Garchomp because really, versus this Charizard, I don't want to lose my Tyranitar. But he goes for the Solar Beam, my Garchomp goes down. So unfortunately for me, I'm in a position where I kind of have to go for Trick Room. I could have killed the Noivern off, but I need to go first. So I set up the Trick Room so I can go first. I'm not really too worried. Neither of them have priority, and Crocodile really won't be doing much damage, but unfortunately that's what I have to go with. I'm not worried about the Solar Beam anymore, and Flamethrower is not going to be doing very much damage to my Tyranitar to begin with. So Noivern goes down, and Tyranitar goes for the Dark Pulse once again. Not doing very much, but again, I'm not really too frightened right now because in Sand, the Flamethrower is not going to really do much damage. Aromatisse goes down, and this is where things start to get ugly. Now, I pretty much have the Charizard in the bag, but unfortunately, he has Blissey. Now, this is why I shouldn't have sacked my Garchomp. Garchomp is faster than Charizard Y. Garchomp has Rock Slide. And the Sun probably would have run out in enough time for me to be able to. Because now, even though I can kill Charizard, I can't kill Blissey. Both guys out on the field aren't going to be doing enough damage per turn to scare that Blissey and actually win. He goes for a last-ditch effort with the Solar Beam, but because his Flamethrower is not going to be doing very much. But he's going to die next turn to the Dark Pulse anyway. So kudos for him for trying really hard to get that kill. If he killed me right then and there, that game would have been pretty much over. But it goes on for a little longer, as you can tell, because I'm not about to give up against this Blissey. It can stall me out all day, but I'm pretty certain that I have more PP than it, and I'm hoping it carries Ice Beam or Thunderbolt. If it carries Seismic Toss, then that's pretty much game right there. If it doesn't, then I think I can probably stall it out. I would speed this up, but I like to just kind of ramble on about what's going on. So I'm just basically trying to get as much damage out as I can. And honestly, I started off this battle in the worst position. Tyranitar was not a good lead. Many of his things either walled it or did a lot of damage to it. I should have started with Aromatisse. Aromatisse would have been way more helpful. Garchomp was pretty solid against the Dragonite, although, I mean, there's not much else I could have done to the Dragonite. But, yeah, so this is what happened. Sacking off that Garchomp was a terrible, terrible decision. Tyranitar really had nothing to do against the rest of his team. It was Charizard and Blissey. And really, Tyranitar wasn't doing enough damage to make him worthwhile for the round. I needed that Garchomp for the Blissey, and unfortunately, this is where I ended up. Yeah, so Sand finally goes down, and it's looking pretty bleak right now, but he hasn't revealed to me yet that he has Seismic Toss, so I'm actually not too bad. He has soft boiled, but Infestation's doing damage. I still have my rest, but then he goes for the Seismic Toss, and at that point I know I'm done. I'm done. There's nothing I can do anymore. You may notice there's still more turns left because, you know what, who knows what's gonna happen. There is a chance I can't come back from this. There is a chance, a very, 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 very slim chance, but if there is even a glimmer of hope, you should at least try. But my Tyranitar is pretty much dead at this point because I'm pretty sure Blissey outspeeds him anyway. Not that he really needs to focus on Tyranitar, because what's Tyranitar doing? Like, just a few damage, and he has soft blades, so really, running here might have been the best. I got outstalled, and I hate that. I love stall. I think stall is a great style. I know not a lot of people agree with me, but I think stall is actually really fun. It's very laid back. You don't have much to do. You just basically work on DPS, damage per second, kind of thing. You know, if you ever played Borderlands, I love playing elemental characters because you shoot one bullet, you wait 3 seconds, and they just burn up to a crisp, and it's freaking awesome. But, I rest. I was debating whether or not to. I knew Seismic Toss was going to do a lot of damage to me, but I was like, I need to rest now, because if I wait to rest, then I can't get another Infestation off. Either way, Infestation goes off, and once that Infestation went out, there was no turning back. I was sleeping for 3 turns. No way am I going to be able to get Infestation back up, especially since he outspeeds me. So, it was a good match. He played very well, but I didn't, unfortunately, and I lost because of it. So, thank you for watching. I'll link to his stuff in the description, and I hope to see you guys at the next video. See you.